Here we have a new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500. This one comes in the custom trim level. It's a double cab configuration. Sterling gray metallic is the paint color. And then we get jet black cloth interior. For the powertrain, 2.7 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. But as we come around to the front end here, no big changes on the outside compared to the 24 model. Same front fascia, halogen headlamps there, no LEDs. Recovery hooks down there though. We get these optional, they're like $300 option for these 20-inch gloss black aluminum wheels. Highly recommend that. And then to the door panel, power door lock controls. We get express down on all the windows except the driver's side gets one touch up and down. Power mirror controls, rear window lock. And we don't have blind spot monitors, but we do get the side blind spot glass there on the driver's side mirror. Headlamp controls are here. We get an electronic parking brake, hood release, and then we only have a manual tilt for the steering wheel, no telescope. I found that interesting. But we get a power driver's seat with two-way power lumbar support. Now I want to give a big thank you to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. And if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out your information. I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on one of these or any new vehicle. But $45,595 is the sticker price here. You have a few options, but that's a lot of money for what you get here. And then let's check out the rear seat room in the back. Now this is a double cab, so room isn't the best. Seat back pockets are on both sides, but kids can fit back here pretty well. I'm 6'3" again with longer legs, so it's hard to sit behind myself in this configuration. But AC vents down there, USB-C, USB-A charge port. View of the front from back here. I do like that we get the premium reading lights in the back and these nice hanger hooks to hang your uniforms if you need to. Let's go ahead and get this. Got your child locks right there, unlock, lock there. Fuel filler. And then to the back end, the incandescent bulbs. Now I do like on this one in particular, you get that 3-prong household plug-in in the back. And there's your tow hitch there, spare, exhaust. And again, this review is going to be pretty quick because it is a pretty basic model, not a lot of features on it. I mean, there are features, but not like the High Country or LTZ or something like that. But you can fold these seats up or down. And then our front passenger seat's going to be manual 4-way. A lockable glove compartment down here, and then we have an additional cubby space right there. There's the badging saying it's a TURBOMAX, which I like how they did that so you're not having to guess if you're just walking up to this thing. But there's the engine there. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So vinyl wrap steering wheel here. There's the horn sound. Now over here to this radio, this is a 7-inch display, but we get AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto compatibility, a Wi-Fi hotspot. You can change our language there. And then trailer lights, we can go through that setup. And then our camera as well. So again, a pretty basic system. Backup cameras there, guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. Volume knob here. Click that to mute or hold it to power the system down. Down here we get our single zone manual climate controls. We can adjust the fan speed, turn the climate on or off by hitting the button there. And then lane keeping system, auto stop toggle, We can let the tailgate down, and then we have the tow haul mode there. And then 3-prong household plug-in here, trailer brake controller, USB-C, USB-A port, 12 volt. Now, this can turn into a third seat in the middle, so you can have up to 6 people in the truck. Center console cubby space. Gotta get it up, you just lift, then to put it back down, pull this strap right here. That's how you release it. There's a look at the back seat from up here. Lights, OnStar. We do get a vanity mirror, but no light. And then back to the steering wheel. Windshield wiper controls are there. Fluids here. High beams are there. And then your auto high beams, you can turn those on or off there. Cruise control, just turn that on or off. Cancel, set the speed, gap adjust. That's for your forward collision alert. And then to the shifter, pull down, reverse, neutral, drive. And then you have your low, and you can manually shift there. It'll tell you what gear you're in that bottom right-hand corner of the digital part of the gauge cluster. And then we can go through our tire pressure monitors, oil life, air filter life. We have brake pad life indicator now, which is nice. And then we can go to our units and change those from US to metric. Push button start. Finally, here's the key fob, and we do get remote start, which is nice. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 custom double cab out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Silverado here, I actually like the grunt of the engine, even though it's a TURBOMAX. It sounds good, it's fun to drive, has great pull. And I just like the blow-off valve sound. Now with this being turbocharged, coming out of corners, if you give it a bit, the tires will try to squeal. I mean, it does the same thing with the V8. The outgoing V6 didn't really have that issue unless you floored it, but this does have pretty good torque on the low end. We're gonna give it a pull here. Here we go. Yeah, things quick. It's quick. And I swear I did not have my foot down barely at all. I don't know why I wanted to get up like that, but again, the TurboMax is kind of like a high output engine, so it's always wanting to pull hard, which is why it gets 18 miles per gallon city and 21 highway. But for those numbers, if you just do light towing, a lot of hauling, I mean, it's really a solid powertrain. A lot of people are like, I'll never have a 4-cylinder in my truck, but it saves you tons of gas in the city and a little bit on the highway, just with how this is set up. And I just like how the 8-speed auto shifts as opposed to the 10-speed as well. It doesn't struggle as much when you need to put your foot down, I think. But of course, the ride quality is pretty good with this being a pickup truck, the longer wheelbase. And yeah, it just, you just get a nice whoosh when you put your foot down just a tad. Now for the money, I do think it's 46 grand I think is a stretch. And I'm just saying that because you have a 2-wheel drive powertrain, or a 2-wheel drivetrain with a 4-cylinder and an 8-speed automatic, and I feel like we could do a little better there. Now, when you start seeing these on sale, which might be now depending on how the market's looking in your area, or the end of next year, under 40 grand, if you can get one for that, is a is a bargain. I just think that extra $5,000 or $6,000 for this basic of a trim is pushing it. So I would never recommend paying sticker price for this one in particular. I just think there are a few little options that shouldn't hike the price up as much as it has. The wheels here, for 300 bucks, you get a good looking truck with these 20-inch aluminum wheels. And for the most part, like the bed liner, I think it's 500 bucks. That's not a bad price for that. But it's a two-wheel drive custom with no convenience package. And I think if you go with some of these optional packages that might add 800 bucks or 1,000 bucks, it makes a big difference. Because I prefer the telescoping steering wheel as opposed to just having the tilt. Now with the space you get in here, tilt's not bad, but it's just kind of like, dang, I'm paying 46 grand for a truck and I can't move my steering wheel forward and back, just up and down. So that's just my opinion. You still get a lot of standard features though. Lane keeping system, and then your forward collision indicator. But I want to give one more thank you to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this truck. Again, I'll leave a link below in the description to their new vehicle inventory. You can pull up your window stickers there, kind of compare apples to apples if you'd like. But if you're looking for a vehicle closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers in your area are fighting to get you the best price on one of these or any new vehicle. But all in all, I think a solid buy if you can get it for the right price. Again, I wouldn't pay sticker, but for under 40 grand, I mean, it's a lot of truck here. And again, I just wouldn't be scared of the TURBOMAX. It's a solid engine. It really is. But with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Custom.